So starting the drive here in the van, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I actually like how the Vortec V6 drives, specifically with the 8-speed automatic transmission, as opposed to the 6-liter gas with the 6-speed automatic. I feel like you're able to get more out of the engine when you need it with this particular setup compared to that V8. But since most people take these on longer road trips, it was smart to do that, because that's the difference between maybe 14 miles a gallon and 18 miles per gallon, you know? Especially if you're cruising at 65, 70. It's better to have that V6 and then be in a lower RPM range while you're coasting down the freeway. But what's really cool is I really don't notice the difference. I feel like the Vortec V6 is, of course, not as loud as that V8, in my opinion. But in terms of just how you would drive a conversion van, a 9-passenger conversion van, you're not going to be trying to race people in this, so you really don't need that bigger V8 if you can accelerate fine with the V6, and that's pretty much what this does. It's no speed demon, but it accelerates how you would need to accelerate. And just to show you, I'll give it a little throttle here. And not too much, but still. It has enough power. I can't pull up instant fuel economy, but I can pull up the tachometer. So we're right at 1,600 RPMs at 65 miles per hour, which is pretty great. And the ride is pretty stellar. Now, with it being a passenger van, specifically a 9-passenger, it's not extremely smooth, but the ride is really good. It's a van ride, and with vans, minivans, passenger vans, whatever, they tend to ride kind of mellow, kind of like the older Cadillacs do. You're not feeling the bumps as harshly, let me put it that way. Now, in terms of competition, when you think about the Transit, the ProMaster, even the Sprinter, for this kind of money, especially to get one of these at around 100 grand, if that, it beats paying 150 for a Sprinter or 180 for a Sprinter. And then you really can't get anything with this much room from Ford or Ram. You can get the Transit 9-passenger, but this just feels bigger. It feels like it's meant to be a conversion van. Like, I feel like this is the only reason that Chevy still makes these. Now, the Ford Transit, I feel like, even though I like the power in that a little better with the turbos, it's just not it doesn't have that same nostalgia that a GMC Savannah Chevy Express van has from 30 years ago. Like, this still has that same feel, just with modern technology, a slight refresh in terms of exterior appeal, and of course the interior is upgraded as well compared to what you got in the late 90s. But an awesome van with awesome features. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2023 9-passenger Explorer Express 2500 conversion van.